The Dolomites are full of iconic and stunningly beautiful climbs, but there is one that has been used more times than any other at Italy's biggest race, the Giro d'Italia. It's the Passo Pordoi, and we have come to find out what all the fuss is about.
Shall we give it a nudge?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Before we get too far up this climb, Matt, I think we should go through some of the key stats.
Good stuff.
So from this side, it's 9.2 kilometres in length, with an average gradient of 6.9%. But the good news is it's a very steady gradient, so you have got a good chance to get into your rhythm. I mean, look at the profile on the screen now. It really deviates away from that 7% gradient. One thing to bear in mind though, is that even at the foot in Arabba, you're over 1,600 metres above sea level. So the altitude here is going to affect your power output.
It certainly is. I'm already breathing pretty hard already, but ultimately this climb tops out at over 2,200 metres with a total elevation gain of 638 metres. Tough, but doable, even for me or you, Dan. Now, you know I love a hairpin either up or down.
Yeah, I do.
Well, this climb has 33 hairpins, and the first three of which lead us through the little commune of Pre-Come-On, and that's where things really start to get exciting. First, let's explain how to get there. We're climbing the eastern side, starting in Arabba, a small town in northeastern Italy that isn't too far from the Austrian border. The Pordoi is the second climb in the annual Maratona delle Dolomites Gran Fondo, and the first climb, the Campo Longo, is a nice little warm-up. So we'd recommend heading to Corvara to tackle this ascent and taking it in as part of the stunning Sella Ronda.
All in all, as of 2017, the Pordoi has featured on 39 occasions at the Giro d'Italia. A lot of them has been at mountaintop finishes, and over a dozen occasions it has featured as the Cima Coppi, marking the highest point of that year's race. As you might expect then, this climb has been the scene of some epic battles between the sport's biggest stars.
In fact, the first time the Passo Pordoi was used in the Giro d'Italia was way back in 1940. And the first to the top on that occasion was Gino Bartali. But the pink jersey wearer was the legend that is Fausto Coppi. Although I'm pretty sure the silky smooth surface that we got, they didn't have the luxury of back in those days.
No, probably not. The last time that the Giro tackled this side of the climb was back in 2016, and it was in fact on that day that the current Strava KOM was set by the Shark of Messina himself, Vincenzo Nibali. The time? 23 minutes and 38 seconds.
But what was the average speed on that occasion, Dan?
Well, that equates to an average speed of 23 k's per hour.
And what are we doing now?
12.
Oh.
To be fair though, I have looked at the historical wind data for that day, and he did have a tailwind, and I think that is probably the key difference between him and us.
Well, in all seriousness though, Dan, the Passo Pordoi is a climb that's really exposed to the wind, especially on the second half, which we're on now. And although the views are stunning and breathtaking, if the wind isn't in your favour, it can dramatically affect the feel of the climb and therefore how the climb is ridden.
Okay, well, we've got about 2.5 k's to go to the top now, and we're almost coming to the end of a block of 22 hairpin bends which come in the space of just 4.5 kilometres. And this, on a nice day, is the perfect place to stop, admire the view and take a couple of nice photos. But with the weather drawing in, I think we're going to plough on.
But tell you what though, Dan, epic weather for an epic climb.
I wish I brought a rain jacket.
I know. Let's get to the top.
Corner number 33, the last one.
Last hairpin ticked off before the top.
We've made it to the top, albeit under far from ideal conditions, but greeting us in Canat is this lovely memorial to the main man, Fausto Coppi himself. And I think this, Matt, is a prime opportunity to take a selfie, or at least a photo. Right, well, I think that as the weather's not too good, we do as the Italians do, head into that bar restaurant there and get an afternoon cappuccino. Should we do it now?
That was real, that's not Foley, that's real.
Bloody hell. Right, well, we weren't allowed cappuccinos, some sort of reglamento about no milk after 11 AM. So we thought, since we're going to go into the van in a minute because of the weather, we get a couple of pints. Cheers,
yeah,
man.
cheers. Well, if you haven't already subscribed to GCN and don't want to miss another epic climb or how-to video, click on the globe, it's absolutely free. Now, to do this climb in real time in the comfort of your very own home, how about clicking just down here?
Or if you would like to take a look at this descent with Matt, it's great fun, take a look just down here. We're going to sit outside or inside?
It's quite fresh, let's sit outside.
Yeah.
Come on
My arm
in.
almost
Yeah, okay.
raise.